PeopleOfJamaicans.com. I am this is Calibe, and I'm at the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association's annual culinary event called Caribbean 305. Beside me, I have Bridget Edwards from Rhythms Marketing, and I have Matt, I forgot your last name again, Cooper. He's the Chief Marketing Officer from the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association. So I know you guys are about to start coming on, but Matt, how many years have you been doing Caribbean 305?
This is the second year.
The second year doing it.
But we do it as part of Taste of the Caribbean, which is a culinary competition we started in 1983.
Right.
So because we have all this talent in the room from the culinary world in the Caribbean, best mixologists, up-and-coming chefs, we decided to leverage the moment, bring it into Jungle Island, sell some tickets against it, and invite the South Florida community to celebrate the Caribbean with us.
Right. And do you still... Hi, Courtney. Thank you for tuning in. Our numbers are going to start climbing. We're on Jamaicans.com, so they have a huge following. But let's just keep talking for a second. So it started off as something where you had teams from all over the Caribbean. When we go inside, by the way, guys, you're going to see St. Lucia, Antigua, Jamaica, all the islands that you always want to see, everybody's inside. But we're talking to the man who does all the marketing before we go in there, because you're not going to be able to hear anything once we go inside the room, right? Hello, Niagara Falls, New York. Thank you for checking in. Remember to say where you're checking in from when you dial in, all right? So you have not every single island. How many islands
we have 15 destinations represented tonight.
Okay.
15.
And are these the teams that are competing this evening?
These are all, they're competing throughout Taste of the Caribbean, which will go on for a few more days.
Right.
So really serious competition starts tomorrow.
Okay.
We have 4 mixology contests. We have a beef, a seafood, a pastry chef, a team competition. We have competition lunch and dinner tomorrow.
Right.
So depending on where you sit, depends on the island that serves you your lunch or your dinner.
Right.
But yeah, we have 15 countries. We have 11 teams. One of the teams is Caribbean Strong, which represents the affected destinations from last year's hurricane season. So teams that would have normally come up in full, like BVI, USVI, Puerto Rico, and Anguilla, and St. Martin, are represented now in the Caribbean Strong team. So we have food here from 15 different countries, different destinations.
I'm sorry we have the camera so close, guys, but if I don't do that, you're not going to hear us because it's so loud. I want to shout you out. Lisa watching from Orlando, Gabby from Fort Lauderdale, Alexandre from Toronto, Judith from New York. Yeah, we have people watching from all over. We have people from Georgia, the country, not the States, and Egypt. I mean, we have people watching from everywhere. So if you've never been to Caribbean 305, this is actually kind of the culmination of all the culinary stalwarts from all the islands in the Caribbean. And there's samples of food in there, there's samples of drink. It's a high price point event, so you're gonna come if you want to enjoy a nice, fine, fancy finger in the air kind of evening. Marjorie from Bronx, finger in the air. You gotta drink it like that.
Some calypso, you got some reggae.
There's live music on the stage.
Food,
oh, come on. Come on, everything in there is very shishi and nice. But this is
that's what you get when you have the up and coming rising stars in the culinary world in the Caribbean.
It's pretty awesome.
Putting it on and showing off and competing against each other.
It's pretty awesome.
They need to one up each other.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. We all love a good competition, right, guys? From Kay from Dallas, Andrea from Mobay, thank you for tuning in. Remember to hit share. So thank you, Matt, for talking with us. This is Matt Cooper. He's a superstar.
Thank you, Jamaicans.com.
Absolutely.
Big up Caribbean 305. Big up out of many one people.
Amen,
love you guys.
Amen. All right, thank you. All right, so guys, I'm going to flip the camera around, and you are actually not going to be able to hear me when I start walking. Hey, from Madison, Wisconsin, you're not going to be able to hear me when I start walking because it's so loud in here. So I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see everything that's going on. If somebody's asking questions in the comments, please go ahead and just type to them that I can't really talk about what's going on. I'll try every now and again, but it's going to be loud. I might start shouting and you're going to tell me I'm deafing you. So just inside of this room, we have, is that Asa? No, that's not Asa. But Bridget is still back there. Hey, Eunice from Madison, Wisconsin. Oh, here's Asa. So this is Asa Seeley. We're on Jamaicans.com.
Hi, Jamaicans.com.
And people are watching from Wisconsin and Mobay and Dallas and Bronx and all over the place.
We have a lot of envious people online right now.
They're not envious. They just want to know what's going on. So where is this? Great question. It's not envious. Don't listen to him, right?
Bye, guys.
We're at Caribbean 305. Lisa Gay, you seem to be just joining us. We're at an event called Caribbean 305. It's part of Taste the Caribbean, which is an initiative put together by the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association. It's downtown Miami at Jungle Island. I apologize for the phone being so close, but if I don't do this, you're not going to be able to hear me. So what they've done is collected all the various Caribbean islands. In the room that we're going into shortly, you're going to see a number of those islands. You'll see some live music. I'll bring you over by the steel drums in a second as well. And they just have representations from all over the island, including, I think I saw Bahamas in there. But we're going to go inside and see. So don't go anywhere. Make sure you hit share. Hopefully your island is represented on the inside. So right here, I am by the Caribbean Airlines booth. You see Sandals right here behind me. T-Mobile is representing in here. There's lots of Zico coconut water. The steel drums are setting up over on that side, but right now I'm about to turn the camera around and you're not going to be able to hear me. So if anybody asks a question, if you've been listening, paying attention, please go ahead and just answer them in the comments for me, please. Eddie Edwards, before I go inside, Eddie Edwards, this is the man behind Jerk Festival, Caribbean Rhythms, alright, am I saying Rhythms Marketing, radio, you're so loud, oh my god. So Eddie, we're on Jamaicans.com, we have people watching from Bahamas and New York and all over the place, and you look like you're on the way out because you've already enjoyed most of the evening.
I'm having so much fun.
Yeah.
With my wife, and I'm trying to find.
She said she's ready, so she was out here just a second ago.
Oh,
and she said,
go back inside before I find out.
yeah, she said if you see my husband, yeah, you better you get lost in here. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna bring the camera inside. So guys, I will see you on the inside. I'm turning it around right now, and hopefully you'll still hear my voice. But this is the room that we're entering. Hear me? I'm walking over to the Jamaica section. That's our team from Jamaica saying hi to y'all. Big up to the Jamaican team. They're all wearing their red shirts. I'm not sure why they're not in black, green, and gold, but we'll forgive them today. Looks like all of their food has been cleaned out. So we're moving on to Belize and Bonaire. So yes, it is in Miami, and the event is called Caribbean 305. There's a number of islands represented here. You're seeing all of them on the signage, and they have food and drinks representing everybody. Please go ahead and hit the share button. They're giving away this big pink flamingo. If I win it, I'll let you know.
What did you give me? I need something substantial. I need something real hard. Come on, give it to
Hold on, I'm gonna turn the camera around because I'm with my
Round of
friend
applause
here,
to Willis Stewart and friends. Give it up, people.
You might not be able to hear us, but Seymour is the rep from Barbados.
Thanks, Jenny.
Round of
Been
applause to
very
Willis Stewart
supportive
and
of
friends.
everything
Keep that
we've
applause
done
going.
and Taste the Islands with Island
the drinks
Oranges
flowing.
magazine. Seymour, you have
One
a good
time.
this evening?
Wonderful time.
Alright.
It's just been like a marathon since
Keep the
Tasting
drinks
the Islands, Rum Renaissance,
Caribbean
now Tasting the Caribbean,
305
Yeah.
here at Jungle Island. Are you having
any
fun, ladies and gentlemen?
no rest there. But no, this is island life. It's always a party.
Mixology. We are partying throughout the Caribbean this evening.
So he's been called away, but Seymour
Party
is the
throughout
man.
the
Thank you,
Caribbean,
Seymour. I'm
DJ
just
J
gonna
Storm.
walk
We're
around
at
and show
Miami
them your
Vibes,
tents,
courtesy of Miami Dog Carnival on the outside. If you want to check them out, courtesy of the Greater Miami Convention and Visitors Bureau. You like this or so? So today we like mentor, we like rock steady, blues rock, dancehall. Well, let's do it in French, courtesy of Jamaica Tourist Award. You can get all right, the whole all right to me, put is located. Let's check it. Jamaica is located in the southeastern corner of the Caribbean. We're going to take you through to the Caribbean Islands. Take you through the Caribbean Islands later. To my right, we have Barbados. You see Barbados? Come over, come up here on the left. To the right of Barbados, we have Team Caribbean Strong, the Caribbean Hotel Building Association, supporting company relief. They have a long drink called culinary. It's a long song with us. Check out Next to Strong, we have our friends
So this is Caribbean Strong. This group here, which looks like they've run out of food, but this is the group of all the islands that were decimated by the hurricanes. This is where they were serving.
No, you're still on. I like the one with them. For me and them.
Ian Hamilton from SFLCN.com. If you've never seen the man behind the news site, this is him. If that's who you tune into every week for your news and information, say hi, Ian. Say hi to Jamaicans.com. Huh?
Jamaicans.com.
Yeah, all right. Are these, can I have this? Over here at the VIP.
The food is amazing. Everybody looks incredible. Thank you so much. I just have one thing I wanted to say. Tomorrow, if you guys want, because it feels like family here, I want to invite you guys to come and enjoy Jungle Island. We have a wind tunnel. We have a pop-up water park that is incredible. And I'm going to give you guys, all of you guys here tonight, a 2-for-1 special. If you guys shoot an email to events.Car and just say the extra Sandy, and I will make sure that it's going to be a 2-for-1 special for all of you guys here tonight. 2-for-1. 2-for-1. People bring it all with me. People Thank you guys, I appreciate it.
so I'm a little bit away from the noise now. Alright. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to step outside so I can wrap this up real quick. So what you just walked through with me was an event called Caribbean 305. It is a production of the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association. So you saw islands like Aruba and Bonaire and Curacao and Antigua, I probably said that already. Jamaica, Barbados, etc., etc. All of them are sampling out their foods and trying to invite people to come down and visit their islands. So if you have a friend from one of those islands, please go ahead and share this video with them. If you can make it to Caribbean 305 next year, please do. This is a weekend of activities called Taste of the Caribbean that the CHTA does every single year. So we encourage you to come to that. Caribbean Village is tomorrow if you're in South Florida. Of course, Jerk Festival is coming up in November. I believe there's one coming up in New York in July. They just did a Jerk Festival in DC. Anything you can do to support events that are promoting Caribbean food and culture, we always want to encourage you to do that. And I thank you for tuning in with me again today. It's been fun. I wish I could have spoken to you a little bit more and kind of guided you through with me. But in the meantime, I'm going to say good night. I'm going to go sample some of the food, whatever is left, because it looks like it's almost done. And as always, you guys are awesome. Mel Torme, I'm also going to invite you to come to the Taste the Islands experience. That's our event. I did not go live for that one because I was working. But yes, come to this. Come to any, as we would say in Jamaica, any panabit that has to do with the Caribbean and our culinary culture. Please go ahead and encourage and support that. And I will see you, Mel. Good night. Good night to everybody. Have a good one.